Hello everyone there. Good morning to all of you. As you can see, we have to start properties of EM wave, electromagnetic wave today. So let us do this part without wasting time. But before that, have a quick revision where we left in the last video. In the last video, you have seen that we nu lambda is equals to c we were getting, and the relationship, obviously the relationship between magnitude of magnetic field and electric field, it was b naught is equals to e naught upon c. This we were getting at last in the last video. Right, now today what we are going to start, we are going to study the properties of EM wave, which are very important for you. What are the properties? First is self-sustaining oscillations of electric field and magnetic field in vacuum. That means it has capability. It has capability of self-sustaining oscillations of electric field as well as magnetic field in vacuum. That means it doesn't need anything. It doesn't need anything in vacuum for the electric field and magnetic field to oscillate. To maintain its oscillation, nothing is required for an EM wave, for an electromagnetic wave, even in case of vacuum. So this is the first property. After that, what you can see here, you can see speed, about speed. The second property is about speed. Speed of EM wave is equal to the speed of light in vacuum. Whatever be the speed of light in vacuum, the same speed will be of EM wave. Okay, this was your second property. You must have known that in vacuum, the speed of light is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. The same will be the speed of EM wave in vacuum. After that, third, what is third property? Carry energy and momentum. That means EM wave have some momentum as well as some energy. Okay. Now the next property is its nature. Its nature we already have seen that the particles or you can say electric field and magnetic field both oscillates perpendicular to the direction of propagation, and which only shows that the nature of electromagnetic wave is of transverse nature. Again, one point I have written for you, it is about speed. Again, speed of the electromagnetic wave. If there suppose medium is present, and in that medium we are finding out the speed of electromagnetic wave, then speed of electromagnetic wave you can give with the help of this formula, which is 1 upon under root mu epsilon. Okay, mu is permeability, and epsilon is permittivity of that particular medium. Now there is a term radiation pressure. What is this? The pressure exerted by the EM wave due to its momentum. That means children, we just studied that EM wave carries some momentum, and because of this momentum some pressure is created and exerted by it, correct? And that pressure only is called radiation pressure. So the pressure which is created by radiation, or you can say EM wave, because of the momentum present in it only, is called radiation pressure. Right. Now there is one relation between energy and momentum. If suppose energy in the radiation is U and this energy is for time t, then what will be the momentum? The momentum will be given by P is equals to energy upon speed of light, U upon C. This will be the relation between energy and momentum of the EM wave, where C is the speed of light. You know it very well. Now the next thing is, and the important part of the chapter is electromagnetic spectrum. This is a very important topic for you. Now what is electromagnetic spectrum? Let us see. This EM wave, when you say EM wave we are studying, then you are not studying a particular entity. You are studying so many things, so many waves coming under the criteria of EM wave. So what is this? What we can say here? We can say that EM wave is nothing. EM wave is not a single thing. It is a combination of many waves. Many waves are coming under this category, EM wave. Okay, it is not a single entity, right? So there are so many subtypes. There are so many subtypes of this EM wave. Now, what are those subtypes? Let us see here. Electromagnetic spectrum. Electromagnetic spectrum. Electromagnetic spectrum. Give me a minute, children. Okay. Yes, give me a minute. Okay. All the subtypes we will be studying after some time. But before that, I have a term here, electromagnetic spectrum. Now, just take this also. That what do we mean by spectrum? Spectrum, children, wherever this spectrum word will come, you just mean by this word we mean combination. Okay, what do we mean? Combination. Like spectrum of white light, you must have heard in class 10th. Spectrum of white light means combination of those 7 colors which are present in white light. In the same way, we have a combination of some waves, okay, present here in the electromagnetic wave. So that combination is called electromagnetic spectrum. Okay, and the classification of those waves, of EM waves, is done according to its frequency. We will classify all the waves, all the EM waves, and we will classify them according to the frequency. We will classify them into a table, and that table only is called electromagnetic spectrum, or you can say group only, you can say. That group is called electromagnetic spectrum. One thing you can note down here, that it is roughly classified. It is roughly classified. There is no particular boundary which you can say is present in the electromagnetic spectrum. Like you cannot tell that one wave stopped here and the other wave started, right? Like this you cannot say. After that, I talked about some subtypes of electromagnetic wave. So these are the subtypes you can say. First one is what? First one is, you can see, radio waves. Second is microwaves. Third is infrared. Fourth is light wave. Fifth is ultraviolet. Sixth is X-ray. And the seventh one is gamma rays. These are all electromagnetic waves. Now we will study them one by one. But before that, I wanted to show you here spectrum. I told you spectrum is nothing but group of all the waves, all the EM waves. Now what is this? What you can see here? Gamma, X-ray, ultraviolet, visible, infrared, micro, short wave, this, that. This group only is called electromagnetic wave, and here you can see that these are arranged in the order of their frequency. That's why we can call it electromagnetic spectrum, right? Okay, so after this, what you can see here, yes, one more thing, children. Before moving ahead, you can see visible region. Visible region is what? Visible region in which we are able to see things. Okay, this visible region is further subdivided into 7 parts, into 6 parts, I can say. Red, orange, 7 parts, children. 7 parts: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, and one more color will come. You know, Vibgyor. There were 7 colors in Vibgyor. So this visible light belongs to these 7 colors only. Okay, and one thing which is important here to remember, and what is that? Wait a minute, let me rub out this all. Wait a minute, just give me a second. Okay, so here what you can see? Here you can see the subdivision of visible region. Subdivision of visible region. You know, can you see this? From where it is starting? It is starting from 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer. So this is the wavelength range of visible region. This is the wavelength range of visible region. This is very important. Many times it is being asked by board that what is the range of wavelength range of visible region. So please explain that, please write this, and many times it is asked in 1 mark, like that. Okay, so all these waves are computed here in the table, and in front of all you can see, in the table you can see the type of electromagnetic wave, the wavelength range of that wave, how is it produced, how is it detected, and what are the uses of these all electromagnetic waves, right? So these all things we have to study here one by one. Let us see first. What is first? First is radio wave. Its wavelength is more than 0.1 meter. If you want to ask question that do we have to remember all these wavelength ranges, production, detection, wavelength range, uses, then yes, you have to remember these all, because direct questions can be asked from this. Okay, डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चंस आप लोगों से क्या होते हैं, पूछे जाते हैं. सो यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दिस. हाउ द रेडियो वेव्स आर प्रोड्यूस्ड? रैपिड एक्सेलरेशन एंड डीएसेलरेशन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. दिस ओनली यू कैन रिमेंबर. रैपिड एक्सेलरेशन एंड डीएसेलरेशन. हाउ इज इट डिटेक्टेड? रिसीवर्स एरियल, दैट मीन्स एंटीना. In what we can use? TV communication, radio communication. In all these things radio wave can be used. Next is micro. In the microwave you can see wavelength is 0.1 to 1 millimeter. Production in klystron valve or magnetron valve. By diodes, with the help of diodes we can detect, and the uses are in radar system and obviously in microwave oven. Next is infrared. Its wavelength range is 1 milli to 700 nano. And production is vibration of atoms and molecules. Detection you can read here. There are many things. Uses are TV remote. In the TV remote infrared waves are used, and also along with this some infrared detectors use infrared waves. The next is light wave. The light wave has the wavelength range 700 to 400 nanometer, like I explained you before this in the spectrum. Okay, this is its production. You can read yourself. Detection you can read yourself. The uses I am explaining here. Molecular structure. To study the structure of any molecule or any body, what we need? We need light waves. So in this it is used. The next is ultraviolet. Its wavelength range is 400 nano to 1 nano. Okay, and its use is in laser, in water purifier, in all these things ultraviolet is used. Also it is used in greenhouse effect. The next is X-ray. Its wavelength range is 1 nano to 10 to the power minus 3 nano, and it is used to kill cancer cells. Okay, it is used to not kill, we can say what we can say, इलाज करना. उसको इंग्लिश में क्या कहेंगे? Like I am not getting a word here. Okay, to diagnose, yes. In diagnostic we can use X-rays, right? Gamma rays have wavelength range 10 to the power less than 10 to the power minus 3 nanometer. Production radioactive decay. This is the chapter in your syllabus which you will study afterwards, right? And for what is it used? It is used for the same reason for which X-rays are used. Okay, X-rays are used in diagnostic. Along with this, gamma rays are also used in diagnostic, in diagnosis of cancer cell. Okay, now this was the video. This was the end of your chapter electromagnetic wave, which was a very short chapter. All the points we tried to cover in this video and in the previous videos. If there is any doubt you have in your mind, you can ask yourself, okay, without any hesitation. And after that we will be starting a new topic, new chapter. So till then you can revise all your work and be safe at your home. Thank you very much. Let us see you in the next video. Thank you.